I Got the Hell Out does contain explicit content that might not be suitable for some listeners, such as children, those that easily get offended, and we do recommend that listeners at work put your earbuds in if you have coworkers around.
And if you like the show, please spread the word by telling as many people as you can. Would also appreciate if you would subscribe, rate, hopefully with 5 stars, and review the podcast on iTunes. You can find us there as well as on Stitcher and Overcast. You can follow us on Twitter at WasInACult, on Facebook at I Got the Hell Out, and on Instagram at I Got the Hell Out with an underscore after each word. You can contact us through our website at IGotTheHellOut.com.
Hi guys, it's Deb.
And Laura.
And it's another episode of I Got the Hell Out. I'd like to apologize for any of the mic noise or if we get too loud or whatnot, because I usually listen to the episodes, Laura. And
was there a lot of I
was too close a couple times and stuff, but we haven't done this in how many months?
I know.
So it's like being on a trapeze. You might...
A what?
Trapeze. You got to be real precise about what you're doing and where you're speaking to, and just like a trapeze, you got to know when to grab and let go and flip, but we're like millimeters off.
Sure.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay. Let's see.
What exciting news do you have for us?
I got a lot of that shit.
Well, let's get started then.
Well, I got other stuff. We got to go to Culty Corrections.
What do we need to correct?
Okay, now, when we first joined, Elder Pebble and his family lived in South Carolina, real close to us, okay? So, we got to know his family pretty well. And when we moved to that state, that's when I got to know his other daughter, who was married to one of the leader's sons.
Okay.
Now, I had been saying that she had been married to Justin, but she was actually married to Dennis. Melody, my friend Melody, was actually married to Justin. And she said she was going to correct me on this like long time ago.
And it just happened.
And it just happened today. And we had a good laugh about it because and I'm like, thank you for correcting me. And I said, I plan on mentioning this other member later in the show. And we just had such a good laugh about it because she thought somebody else would have corrected me by now. And it just never happened. So anyway, that'll all come into play in effect later. So, and I have to make this announcement, and I'm really sorry, guys.
What?
The I Got the Hell Out Facebook page cannot be considered safe for ex-members. Safe meaning we got a lot of Cali coming in, okay? And I literally can't. I can't even go through everybody's profile of, are they real? Do they have friends that are still associated with that place?
Gotcha.
A big shout out to all y'all in Cali. I cannot believe the number of people, Laura, that have contacted me personally.
That's crazy.
We're just going to leave the Kool-Aid recipe for a little bit. We may not even get to it. Okay.
All right.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that Elder Pebble has left years ago. And
really?
Yeah, and nobody bothered to tell me that either. So.
What's he doing? What's he up to?
I don't know. He's living somewhere in Florida with the second wife he took while he was there.
Oh, so they both left.
Him and the second wife,
right?
Not the one that I met in South Carolina.
But the second wife is
still
from the cult.
Yes.
And they both left. Gotcha.
Yeah. So. But we're just going to keep calling him Elder Pebble because I just think it's funny. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
By the way, Drunk Deb wrote most of this show last night.
Oh, right.
What? I think she does.
It's always good when Drunk Deb writes the show.
Well, I think she does a pretty good job.
She does a real good job.
Her mindset's a little different than mine. And I wake up in the morning and got an hour or two to tweak it.
What the hell did I write?
No, I always know what I wrote. But sometimes I'm like, hell yeah, why did I write that? I'm like, ooh, shit. Now, I asked you last week about your thoughts on the things that were happening out there. The free meals.
Right.
The free travel. Okay.
Very creepy.
And you told me that you needed to process everything that, because we don't talk about stuff beforehand.
Right.
So, do you have any thoughts and ideas?
Other than something is up, because, and I think I've said this a couple times, they don't do anything for free.
That's what
They do not give away anything for free or do anything for free. So for the fact that they're giving out free meals, very weird. And the fact that you said they're paying for people to
get
come there,
Yes.
why the hell? There's no way. There's something that's up. I don't know what it is.
No new members.
Yeah. That is just really creepy. Especially, well, that, because the fact that they would not want new people coming in so they could take their property, so they could take their money.
Well, I think that's
Blows
because
my
they
mind.
don't. Things are all around the world. I mean, people are cracking down on pedophilia, child labor, child slavery. It's coming. It is actually coming to light
Well,
about these things in the
right.
world, which we're not going to get into them.
But do you think that the cult gives a shit about that since they're so secluded?
I think they've been so protected for so long, they just didn't give a shit. I spoke with a woman. Well, I didn't speak with her. We were texting back and forth. But apparently, the local news station had either had somebody on the inside or somebody infiltrated at one point years ago, and they would do pieces on the cult.
Ooh, nice.
The first time I'm finding out about this too. Hey, thanks guys. Because the way that the camera angle was, it was like as if they were undercover. And I did show you that one video that a reporter went undercover. It was for a magazine or a newspaper or something. There was a women's side and the men's side, and they're all wearing their gloves.
Right.
And, yeah. So, any other thoughts about this?
Other than there's something definitely going on.
Now, Elder Peter started a another ex-members page for
on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna get to that in a minute, but his wife actually posted the screenshots of what we discussed last week about coming to the meals for free. And,
what's their take on it?
Okay, is that where you'd like to start?
That is where we want to go. Yep.
Okay, now, oh, look at that. More people from Cali. I love it. Okay. Now, Elder Peter was writing that he wanted to organize a demonstration, a protest in front of their gates.
Nice.
Well, the thing is back when I was in, if anybody was out there protesting, remember the year of two feasts?
Yes.
The elders that were kicked out and several others were having their own feast in the pecan grove down the road, right?
Right.
We were all told those people are crazy. So anybody who's in right now really is not going to believe a protest from ex-members. We're all crazy.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of comments on this one, but everybody seriously believes that the free is the biggest red flag anybody has ever seen in their entire life. It is blotting out the sun, the stars, and the sky.
Yeah, those people do not know the word free.
Another ex-member posted a video of him, I showed you, that he's gasping for breath.
Right.
Apparently... well, let's go to this one. Oh, did you know Cain was the first person to have the coronavirus? What?
Sure.
Well,
Why? Like, what were the symptoms? How do we know?
I have no idea, but apparently Brandon watched this, and he said that, Cain had the coronavirus. Wow. And it's not a respiratory infection. It's a blood disease. Thank you, Dr. Littleman.
Absolutely.
So he's up there spewing his propagated shit. Apparently he didn't wear a mask up there.
Ah.
Okay. let's see where we going next.
I'm really surprised they aren't selling their own masks. Certain colors.
They are.
They are. They are.
Oh, they are.
You
And I'm
need
sure
to wear
they're
gold
linen.
You need to wear gold masks. You can't wear any other color.
Well,
Or whatever,
if you watch their videos, like
which I'm not going to do.
Come on, Laura. You love when I make you watch parts of them. Anyway, the little trumpet blowing elders came out, and they had just like their talits and their kippas, they have the I'm an elder marks on them, the gold and
on the masks.
Yeah.
Ah.
And theirs are more like veils type thing. Though I did see a few of them that had like the cloth masks that were custom made. Mm-hmm. By the way, I love everybody, and you know that, Laura, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to give any names on this one. But to the person that suggested I start selling, I got the Hell Out face masks. Mm-hmm. I don't even know. You gave me instant goosebumps and made my flesh run cold. That would be like telling me, hey, Deb, you should sell crack. You'd make a lot of money. Well, I don't smoke crack, so I'm not selling crack. And with this mask things, I couldn't sell them because I have a real problem with them, along with everybody else. But
see, I think they would be hysterical, personally. Could you imagine someone walking around, like, coming towards you? You see a mask saying, I got the hell out.
Well, they have ones now that say, this mask is useless. Mm-hmm. They have ones that you can get that, the governor is full of shit. You can get anything printed on them. Anyway, we're not going into that.
Oh, my mom would like that mask.
Now, we're going to go into something, because, see, I never know what order all this bullshit.
Wait, go back to the things you said, the screenshots. From Elder Pebble and his wife.
Oh, there weren't screenshots of that.
Oh, I thought you said you took screenshots.
Well, we'll get the screenshots at some point. We're in the ex-members page, and I'm 2 apart now. Like, this is something I incorporated into doing here. Now, I have to take a drink, so say something.
From your big barrel of, is that coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I knew it wasn't iced tea, because you don't drink iced tea.
Well, it could have been milk, but milk always
No,
in the
I saw
jug.
it come up as brown.
And it couldn't be beer, because it's way too early for that. So, anyway, we found something out last week, and you were just having heart attacks as I was sending you screenshots. Mm-hmm. I posted, and I got the hell out, that the number 2 ranking elder, which he's dead, Elder Shaul, had a heart attack and died. Okay? In the same day, there was a lady from Chicago, and her name, she went by Gabish.
Okay.
She died of a heart attack.
On the same day?
On the same day.
Oh, I'm sure that's just a coincidence, right?
Stranger things have happened. Now, Shaul was only 61 years old.
Not old.
I don't know how old Gabish was. Okay. Now, we discussed them being fed this free meal of grasshoppers, crickets,
like herbs or something, right?
Okay. Now, Elder Peter says, well, not only did Shaul have a heart attack, but yesterday also a woman named Gabish, who was originally from Chicago, also died of a heart attack. I find that too much of a coincidence. It may be nothing, but... and he goes on to say, seems like the weed they were told to ingest isn't the safest plant to eat. Looks like Little Man is cooking up another deadly concoction for the members. It has no medicinal value whatsoever. If anyone hears about any other members having heart attacks, please let me know. I notified someone who I hope does an investigation. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now,
did he say who that person is that he notified?
I might get to that. I might not.
You're killing me.
I love killing you. Now, this is a plant that is native to that region.
Okay.
And we covered, I don't even remember what episode, that they get whatever they can from around them. Mesquite beans. They have people eating mesquite beans. Right. Okay. There was a rash of miscarriages at one point because of the goat head thistle.
Oh, yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because, of course, they're not going to look into it before they tell people to eat it.
Apparently not. It's something that he can send people out to pick and harvest for free.
And sell it.
and turn around and turn a profit. Because when you're paying somebody $40 a whole entire week, to go pick weeds, and you're making hundreds off of that, or
See, and again,
thousands.
that's why this is so weird, because they're not doing that this time.
Okay, would you like to know what the herbs were that was supposedly in this?
Oh, God, yeah.
Now, of course, I think Little Man has a sick sense of humor, just like, I'm dark sometimes. And how, it's the moon of the donkeys.
Right.
And, he's probably just laughing because everybody's a jackass just following along.
That's why he called it the donkey.
This weed that they used is called careless weed.
Careless?
Carelessweed, and it's apparently all one word. But it's
Does it
also
have a different name?
It's also known as pigweed.
Never heard of that.
I'm gonna have to spell it. Amaranthaceae.
Amaranthaceae or something? I don't know.
Okay,
But
now,
you said pigweed.
it goes by the name of pigweed
Okay.
because the wild feral hogs and pigs in that area, they take a fancy to it. They love the stuff.
So it's like catnip for pigs.
It's Pignip.
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 All right.
Okay, now the description is careless weeds are annual weedy herbs belonging to the amaranth family. This state has 23 recorded species which vary in growth from prostrate to branching upright. Careless weed is often called pigweed because swine relish it. It bears inconspicuous flowers from June to November. Okay. It's most common in croplands, barnyards with rich soil, moist soil. Okay. Now, here's an interesting thing. It's listed as a toxic agent.
Oh, fantastic.
Careless weeds can accumulate nitrates from the soil to toxic levels. Environmental factors often influence nitrate accumulation. For example, nitrate poisoning is more likely to occur if the plant is growing in soils high in nitrogen, especially during a drought. Plants containing more than 1% nitrate are considered dangerous. The plant is also known to cause bloat. And everybody's susceptible to nitrate poisoning. You're a pharmacist.
Fantastic.
What is nitrate poisoning?
Oh, my God. Nitrate is just like you have nitrates like in wine, you have nitrates in like
But how do you
hot
get
dogs.
poisoned by it?
Just, it can affect your blood pressure.
Oh, okay. That's what we're getting to.
Okay.
Now, these are signs that your livestock has eaten it, but I'm sure it carries over to people.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Any of you ex-members out there who listen to me, if you hear of anybody else out there who has any of these symptoms or dies from any of these other ways, okay. Animals with acute nitrate poison are often found dead with no previous history of illness. Less acute nitrate poisoning signs often occur in this order. Okay? If you're poisoned by this shit that he's feeding you, weakness, unsteady gait, collapse, shallow and rapid breathing, rapid pulse, dilated pupils, delayed abortion, coma, death.
Nice.
Blood may appear chocolate brown at the time of death. Pregnant animals surviving acute nitrate poisoning may abort 3 to 5 days after. So, we may see a rash of
Loss of pregnancy.
out there again. Pregnant animals surviving acute nitrate poisoning may abort 3 to 5 days later. Okay, I already said that. This is apparently what he is feeding them out there. I mean, it didn't say heart attack, but wouldn't blood pressure give you a heart attack?
Could lead to it. Well, those are just the known side effects. There could be unknown, just like, every drug, every herb, whatever, has side effects that aren't really known. So who's to say that it's not causing a direct heart attack?
Okay. Thoughts and ideas on this one. I mean,
Okay, well, here's the thing. Does he know?
is it just ignorance?
I was just going to say, does he know that it's causing these
Or
things?
is it like
Or
the
is
goat
he
head
just
thistle
clueless?
where it's free and send people out to get it? Because the other thing was, it was a test. It was a test to the saints of God for you to come and eat this meal. And if you weren't there, you weren't worthy for heaven. Now, and all of these people contacting me that live in the surrounding county, they all have like questions and things. And I've learned a lot of interesting information since then, Laura.
Such as?
Um, well, a lot of America is on unemployment right now.
Right.
So, with them begging people to come, because, I mean, you have to be in the kingdom, Laura.
Right.
You got to
why
get
do they
there.
want people showing up that don't have any money?
Well, everybody's getting unemployment plus that extra $600 a week.
Okay. All right. That's true.
Well, at
I
least
forgot about
a
that.
lot of people are. Okay. Apparently, they are. This woman and her husband live very close to the compound, and I had a nice chat with her. And usually, only 3 times a year do you really see the out of town license plates. The out of town license plates have been showing up in droves.
Wow.
Somebody was supposed to get me a picture. I don't know if they got stopped. I don't know if they chickened out. It was just another resident, Cali resident. But he said that they are building 10 by 10 wooden shacks for people to live in out there. I guess they've run out of room.
So these people that are coming down, are they coming down just indefinitely?
I don't know.
Or we don't know.
I don't know. But Laura, if you were a member and you were getting all this unemployment money and you had all this time anyway, wouldn't you pack Sammy up and go to the place? Because
Why not?
Because they're preaching this is the end, okay?
Wow.
The end.
So this one is really it.
Well, yeah, because this is the release of the 7 deadly plagues.
And COVID's one of them.
Yeah, and Cain had COVID, but I can't bring myself to watch the video, okay? You had a funny one to go with Cain had COVID. Would you like to read?
Oh, yeah,
Would you-
yeah,
and
because
I'll-
I went to their blog, and I like to go to the previous week's sermon, and they had nothing but a bunch of Bible verses, which I was like, yeah, whatever. So I went back a couple more weeks, and they said, do you know why there was the flood? Like with Noah and everybody. Why, do you know the reason for the flood?
Well, supposedly God was drowning all of the evil people, but he drowned every man, woman, child, pregnant person. So he apparently prejudged everybody as evil, and started back again with one incestuous family.
You're wrong.
Well, that's what I read in my scripture book.
The reason for the flood was to kill the dinosaurs.
What?
That's what it said. They didn't expand on it. They didn't explain it. They just said that was the reason for
That's
the
why
flood.
you didn't pull your iPad out, because there's nothing to expand or explain.
Nope.
That just a little blurb in their blog.
Yep. Reason for the flood? Kill the dinosaurs.
That is crazy. Well, the Holocaust happened to keep little man safe. Whatever fits their little timeline.
Talk about a freaking narcissist. Honest to God.
With all of us ex-members talking about what's going on out there, and the 2 members having heart attacks in the same day. I mean, we've thrown it out there. Is it going to be a Jim Jones?
Right.
But a lot of us feel that it's not his style. Then a lot of people are like, well, a lot of this shit wasn't his style when he began.
Right. Who knows where he's going?
And it's crazy to think that maybe we don't know, but maybe he's gonna take them all with him, just like the Hale-Bopp comet,
Right.
and Heaven's Gate.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're gonna wait until he actually dies, and then they're gonna follow him.
Because he left a message that when I die, this is what you need to do.
I have no
Who
idea.
knows? Yeah.
Since those 2 members had heart attacks and died on the same day, they actually have 2 Facebook pages: the official cult and just the cult. Now,
okay.
the page I found today of just the cult, they only have like 2,200 members.
Okay.
But the official one, they apparently, have 1.3 million people watching their
Good
videos. The
Lord.
bots are, heavily at work. That was all Bible verses. When I went through their official page, okay, we're going to go to screenshots here because there wasn't a whole hell of a lot worthy in screenshots. Okay, now why is this not working? Because it's my phone, right?
Mm-hmm. Because you need it to work. That's why it's not working. Why is your screen all white?
My photos are behind it somehow, and I don't... Okay, I apparently selected oh, I know what I did. I didn't want to do that. Okay, what am I looking for now?
Screenshot from the main page. From the official page.
Okay, damn.
Just go somewhere else.
Oh, back to the pigweed.
Uh-huh.
Brandon says that's what happens when you let some fuckabilly instruct you on health and medicine. He knows his time is up and he's a selfish leader. If I can't rule you, no one can. I think that's what's happening. So, that's it. We may or may not commit suicide, right? With these people, right? Now, from their official page, I bet you, why, okay, I know why I can't find it, because I'm way back in the wrong part. Okay. I talked to an ex-member who told me that they believed that they were drugged while they were there. Like hallucinogenic type drug.
Oh, you mean like serious drugs?
There's several other ex-members who know people who have had similar experiences. Okay.
Oh, that's creepy.
I missed out on the exorcisms. I missed out on the freaking, get the hell out papers. And now I'm finding out I missed out on the free drugs. I mean, come on. Where is my full cult experience? But, since Shaul and Gabish have died, those 2 pages really only have Bible verses and something interesting, a quote from Little Man.
Oh, okay.
Okay? God wants you to be a part of this frequency that is going to be sending messengers by vision and word, just as you're seeing now.
So, just as you're hallucinating?
I don't know. Again, the hallucinogenics has just really come up in the ex-members because everybody thought they were crazy or having a religious experience.
Wow.
I hate to admit, but I did a little of that stuff way back in the day. And I could very easily see how you would be talking to God. I mean,
Well, that would make total sense for them to do that because, what? Didn't you speak with God? And people were like, yeah, I did.
Well, I find it interesting that it's like a half a dozen to a dozen people. I'm going to have to look into this one because they're saying that God's going to be, they want you to be part of this. Look, it's a vibrating frequency.
Oh my gosh.
And he's going to be sending messages by vision and word. And that's quoted of last year, 8/24 of last year. And I'm thinking the hallucinogenics probably got slipped in there after I left.
Okay.
If it's only one person saying it, but when you have a half a dozen that were like, I was in the 60s and I know what an acid trip is like. And here I ate this meal and suddenly I'm tripping again.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, I just found that very interesting. They posted that yesterday. Now, is hallucinogenics going to be in with the pigweed or in with the Kool-Aid?
God, could you imagine?
We don't know what they're going to do. Hot off the presses, coronavirus not over yet.
Thanks, little man.
We all don't know that, right? Now, here's something interesting. I told you I found that they have 2 pages. The official page, and the other one is just the cult. Now, I don't know how to pronounce this man's name. Kwadwo. Okay?
No clue.
They have a lot of people in Trinidad, Tobago, and other places. Okay? This guy says, "Shalom, brothers. Has any Kohan passed away last week at Cultyville?" I didn't look where he was from, nothing, okay?
So wait, is this guy still in the cult or no?
This guy is in another country.
Right, but
And he has heard the rumor that an elder has passed away.
okay.
It's finally gotten to wherever.
Wow.
Because remember, Shaul died of a heart attack.
Right.
And he was considered a Kohan, which is an elder. Now, they have a big following in Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy, I'm assuming, is from
Right,
there to look
right.
at his name.
Right.
And he's asking, did anybody die? Okay. Now, 4 people answered him, okay? Someone said, I heard also, but not sure. Someone said, nope. Someone else, I heard, but not for sure. Now, this guy is named David. He says, Shalom, great brothers. If the great cult thinks it's necessary for everyone to know about the death of a brother, whether a Kohan or not, they will announce it for all to hear. Let's not be bothered by the crafty works of followaways like MLF Wild. They call this dude out as a followaway.
Wow.
Okay, this man has this reach that far for somebody to be telling this guy, it's none of your business whether we got to wait and see whether they tell us. And I honestly think that that's why everything is all Bible verses. They don't know
What to say?
what they're doing, saying. They're scrambling probably.
So they're just throwing a bunch of Bible verses up, and because that's all they got right now.
I'm guessing so. Okay, while we're here, ex-member Betty says today's lunar date is the 5th day of the 2nd lunar week and the 12th day of the 5th lunar month. Praise God. Will you ever get that calendar? I look at this and I'm like thinking, I couldn't do it, you know? Okay, we got to the Kool-Aid recipe.
Okay.
It's from Melody, P, ex-member, hi Mel. Rainbow Kool-Aid ice pitcher. You need tequila, club soda, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple Kool-Aid.
Well, are you mixing it all together?
You place 2 ice cube trays on a cutting board so they can easily be transferred to the freezer. Bring water to boil. Fill ice cube trays with about 1/8 of a teaspoon of the Kool-Aid powder and 1/8 of a teaspoon of sugar. You put the boiling water in it. Freeze the cubes overnight. Fill your pitcher with rainbow stacked ice cubes. Pour tequila and club soda over the ice cubes and serve.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
That's a good summer drink.
Well, somebody sent it in, and that was Melody. So, and we needed a Kool-Aid recipe because.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, because we drink the adult Kool-Aid sometimes. It's just we've been doing this on Sunday mornings, and I have to go to work. And
yeah, alcohol's just not a good thing Sunday morning.
no, it's
Any morning.
Look, I pulled my phone out yesterday. See what time it is.
6:13.
6:13. Okay, they have these really weird billboards up outside their compound now. Okay.
Okay. What does that say?
One is the 10 Commandments. Okay. And the other one is Jeremiah 23, 5 through 8. In righteousness, question mark, exclamation point. John 3, 4, and 7, 8, and 10. I don't know. Behold the days gone, says God, that I will raise to David a righteous branch, and a king will reign and succeed, and is the name that he will proclaim.
What the hell does that mean?
I guess they're claiming that little man is righteous God. I don't know.
Whatever.
But remember about the branch. They're preaching about the branch.
Okay.
And here is their little man, city of, home of 1074, and the cult. The rants and raves of that county just they went wild over this when somebody posted it.
I bet.
And I tried to tell them, look up in your state what it takes to become a town. You need to own so much land, and you need to have like 150 people on your petition that live on this land to say, yes,
right,
we want to be our own town. So, Cali, it's coming, is all I can tell you. They have plans in the works. The sheriff's things coming up.
Do you know when?
I don't know when.
Okay.
Somebody posted, though, that we really didn't have to worry about Elder Stubby anymore because they already picked their 2 candidates. But that was only one comment out of many.
Okay.
People were like actually defending Elder Stubby, saying, well, it's against the law, to judge him by his religion. And I'm like, I instantly hit that back and was like, you should be looking at their religion because it's pretty damn fucked up. Okay. Okay, now where are we going? Oh, we gotta get back. Okay. Oh, this is a lady named, her name's Kim.
Okay.
Okay. She lives down there. We saw, okay. We saw out of state license plates all over the area, so we knew they were still having the feast. It is just amazing what they can get away with. Law enforcement turns a blind eye to. Question. We used to see guards, quote unquote, guards,
Right.
in cars, in front of the trailers on the Sabbath. Why did they feel the need? Rarely see them anymore. And I answered her back. They rarely see them anymore because they went with technology and that entire road is lined with cameras.
Makes sense.
Somebody else posted something in Rants and Raves, and they were saying how they're peaceful people and they don't have guns and ammunition. I call bullshit on that. There was a woman that said, I guess her and her friends drove up to the gates, and what's funny is there's a big welcome sign. But the dude with the shotgun behind the gates telling you to get the hell out is a whole nother story.
Well, they can make it look pretty on the outside, but what's really going on is a whole different ballgame.
I know these people out there they were defending. Well, we don't know what they're really like. We don't know. And it's like, okay, we've been trying. Look. This is the one that Elder Peter wrote, and they have copied what Elder Peter has written and threw it out there again for anybody who missed his original post. Like, what's going on out here? Yeah. Thoughts?
No, this whole thing's blowing me away.
I posted their fake award in the
Did you?
Rants and Raves.
And
I did.
And when did you get responses yet on that?
Or
was it just too recent?
Well, I got some. I posted it last night while I was doing it because I said I would.
Drunk Deb did.
Drunk Deb did. Okay. Where am I going?
I want to know what they said about the fake award.
Oh, look! I'm the top. I'm the top story. I'm a top post.
Nice. What are they saying?
Okay, 16 comments.
All right, go for it.
Beware of cults hiding in plain sight as a religious organization. Guy named Gary says, it's called tooting your own horn because no one else will. What a bunch of losers. I told him I'm trying to expose what they're doing. A lady named Nancy says, I remember several years ago that the local news used to do stories on them, exposing their inside life. Dr. Phil even did a show on cults and had my one friend and her family on there. I remember that. So,
do you know how long ago that was?
Years.
Oh, a while ago.
And I know for a fact that the local news did a lot of coverage back in the day when I was there. You've read through the stacks of newspapers.
Oh, yeah.
Now, let's see. Oh, I was even in a documentary that was being made in 1997. We were basically told... I remember my oldest son was just... He wasn't even walking yet. And, I had him sitting on my lap, lifting his hands up, going, praise God, praise God.
And he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
But he was lifting his hands up because that's what Mama was doing. Just like you play peekaboo, they're mimicking you. And the film crew was filming that because they just thought it was adorable.
Yeah, they probably thought, man, is this messed up?
Okay, let's see. What else did she have to say? They televised it back in the day. They even had a helicopter showing the inside from up in the sky. But they got ran off. Okay? You could tell whoever they had walk around with a hidden video camera by the angles it was recording. So, it's just... Somebody else... How many people are at the compound? Well, we have no idea of knowing
Right.
that these days with out of towners. At the height of it, there was between 2,500 and 3,000 people on that
Holy
40
crap.
acres. Guy named Charlie wanted to know why I kept the name.
Mm.
And I had to tell him because I got screwed in my divorce. And I got laughed at because I was made to keep that name. Well, screw y'all, cult, because it lends to my credibility.
Yeah.
You know? Someone else just replied, craziness, with a little hand slap face.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, cult, Callie's getting a good laugh at you. So, that shouldn't,
Yeah.
that okay. Oh, look, Elder Peter, this guy is at the police academy trying to be certified to become a deputy in Cali County. He is a high-ranking elder in the cult who is also known as Elder Stubby. He is over the security force of the cult and is one of Little Man's personal thugs. Bodyguards, but I prefer the word thug.
Yep.
Shouldn't be concerned if a leading elder of a mind control cult becomes a deputy, which means if he runs for sheriff, he has a strong possibility of winning since the cult has a majority of the votes in the county.
Jeez.
Now, somebody else went on who lives in that county, and they were laughing at us and Elder Stubby becoming a sheriff because they think between the three towns that they have in this county that they've got the votes. But they don't understand that Little Man don't play by the rules.
Right.
And owns all of this freaking land. It's not all in his name, guys. It's in members' names. It's in their old names. They have the literal numbers. Even if they have I don't know if they can use write-in votes.
Oh, who the hell knows?
But, there's 92 comments on that one, so I'm going to have to go through that one at some point. But I have to get to something very important at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably should have come up earlier in the podcast. Okay. I told you I have been contacted by a shit ton of people from there.
Right.
I was contacted by a nurse.
You didn't tell me this.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you are in a difficult situation, I don't care if you're in a cult or if you are in an abusive relationship, if you need to get the hell out of somewhere, I was given the secret.
What?
Yes. And let's just say this nurse works, there's only 2 hospitals in this town.
Okay.
And this nurse works at the hospital that Jimi Hendrix would just love.
Okay.
Okay?
Alrighty.
Old Jimmy would love this hospital. Okay? If you are in any bad situation, you get 911 on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You tell them you are having severe abdominal pains or you're having severe chest pains. You request an ambulance. Okay?
Okay.
She went on to tell me that by law, an ambulance has to show up at that residence.
If you request one.
If you request one. Okay? At this point, your abuser, who's keeping you captive, someone you may be afraid of, may insist on going with you in the ambulance, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But they have a protocol, especially for abuse and neglect and stuff, that they will make the other person, it may be when you get to the hospital, but you will be alone.
At some point.
At some point. And if they can't reason with the person to leave you for a procedure, for something, they will have security come and escort the person out. Now, this particular hospital that she works at, they incorporate people fleeing the cult. Along with,
gotcha.
which, come on, it still is domestic abuse, it's slavery, it's
Right.
But anybody out there who's in a situation, call 911 and get an ambulance. And that particular hospital that I was talking about actually has a plan for this type of thing, you were never there. They don't know what you're talking about. You were never at that hospital.
Oh, wow.
Okay. They will help you get away. They will put you in a part of the hospital that is inaccessible to anybody else. If, the person that's there with you starts going absolutely batshit
Right.
crazy looking for you, you will be safe. And I honestly don't know if all hospitals have this plan.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fantastic.
Okay. I thought that was fantastic. Anybody who is going to hell that is still in that cult listening to this, if you want out, call 911 and get a freaking ambulance
Request
there.
an ambulance.
And ask to go to the hospital that Jimi Hendrix would love. Okay?
And they know what you're talking about. Tell them you have chest pains.
Anything. Something.
Chest pains is a good one because...
Well, she gave me several different things to use because severe abdominal pain, chest pains, you passed out a few times, you're having a seizure. Yeah. Okay, now we have to go to something else that I made a promise, okay? We have to go to pending posts.
Okay.
You realize we're almost out of time.
I know.
Oh my God.
Got 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We are all about helping people.
Right.
Okay, just like what I just told you about. I don't care what situation in. If you need out that bad, here's a way, guaranteed. You can't go back afterwards, but at least you're going to get out. Okay, now, remember last week there was a little beep ching because I forgot to turn my phone off for the first time in like a year and a half, 2 years. I said it was my friend Tony. He escaped, fifth generation, FDLS, Mormonism, whatever it was. But he contacted me because he has a friend named Melissa. And I am going to read this. It says, hey, Deb, you asked me to share this for you on your page. So this is my attempt to. My friend Melissa had her teeth knocked out 10 years ago by an ex-boyfriend who is now serving a prison sentence for it. We have tried several avenues to try and find an affordable way to get her teeth fixed because it would make so much of a difference in her life. We are trying this now and hoping for some generosity for a referral to a dentist who can do the work at a reduced cost. It's a GoFundMe, and I'm going to read the GoFundMe.
Are we going to post that?
We're going to post it.
Okay,
and,
good.
When I was talking to him, look.
What?
When I was talking to him, I said that absolutely I would throw this out there. And we talked about it, and I said, please let me be the first one to donate. Leaders lead by showing example. So I donated $100 to kick it off. And right now she has 105. So somebody else has already.
You know what? I'll match your 100.
Nice.
I will match your 100.
Now I want to read this. It says, okay. My friend Melissa is one of the most incredible people I have ever had a chance to meet. She is intelligent, funny, caring, and would help anyone who needed it in a heartbeat. 10 years ago, she was in an argument with her boyfriend at the time, and he attacked her and hit her hard enough that most of her teeth were broken or knocked out, leaving only 3 full teeth and a few broken ones in her mouth.
Oh my God.
Besides the trauma of domestic abuse, this one event has impacted her life ever since that day. She has lost much of her confidence, feels out of place and withdrawn. She feels like she needs to hide her smile. She has been judged on her missing teeth, including being passed over for jobs and other opportunities. Her diet is severely restricted because she is unable to chew many foods. After we became friends, I vowed I would help her get her smile back. We have been to several dentists and periodontists to discuss everything from dentures to implants. The cost is just too much for me to bear alone. Implants would be nearly $25,000 and dentures would be in the range of $10,000 to $15,000, not simply because the periodontal services involved, but because any denture or implant will require surgery to her jaw. 10 years with no teeth has caused severe wear to the bone. I'm asking to raise $10,000 to cover the surgery and dentures. I will acquire financing to pay any remaining balance on the cost. Her abuser is currently serving a prison sentence for the assault. My friend has been in many abusive relationships and had a very hard life, of which it would not be appropriate to share the details out of respect for her privacy. She is very embarrassed about her smile and too ashamed of her teeth to have me include a photo of them. But once the target is reached and the procedure is done, I am happy to update this page with before and after. My friend lights up the lives of everyone she encounters. It's time to give her her smile back and the confidence to move forward in her life.
I like have the chills, like ready to cry.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna post this, guys. If you could, I mean, I've seen people without teeth, and they rarely smile.
I can't even imagine.
But I told him I texted him this morning so that he could make sure he put it on the page here. But she looks like a beautiful young lady that just, I can't imagine not broken teeth, 3 left. I mean, at least the bastard who did it's in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what, you're going to post the link. How can we make it as easy as we can for people to get to?
You just go on I Got the Hell Out. Tony's original post to me is there, and you hit the GoFundMe, and then you just hit donate.
Okay. And my ask to everyone listening, even if it's $1.
Help give somebody smile back.
Even if it's $1, you might say, I can only give $1 or $2. If everyone thinks that, it adds up.
The only thing about the GoFundMe is they get every dollar that you give them, okay? But just like anything, nothing in life is free. You have to tip the GoFundMe people. And it's 10%, 15%, 20%, all the way up to 100%. You could tip the GoFundMe people. Mm-hmm. So for the $100 I donated, it cost me an extra 10.
So you mean so they get the full 100? They don't
yes,
get okay.
They don't take,
because ordinarily if you donated 100,
they would take
they would take 10,
and then the donation would only be 90.
Gotcha. Okay.
So guys, help give somebody smile back.
Even if it's $1 or $2. You know what? Like again, this is personally me. Go without a Starbucks one day. Go without, just give $1 or $2.
I don't like the big charities because they don't really help people. I feel the way they should. Mm-hmm. And I always say, be the change you want to see in the world. So
I have a T-shirt that says that. It was like Gandhi, right?
I don't know, but I heard it and I thought about it. That, and everybody always thinks, wow, somebody should do something about that. Well, guess what?
You can.
I'm somebody. Somebody should clean that litter up. Well, I've gone over there and picked the litter up because guess what? I've realized I am somebody. In talking to Tony and setting this fundraiser up for her, they're also looking for maybe a dentist. They're in that state. Contact me. That might be able to. Wouldn't it be funny if we got a dentist to do her work pro bono when the cult has been praying for years for a dentist?
I just got the chills. That would be, oh my gosh. That would be so amazing.
And then if you do donate to this and she does get pro bono or something, or not all of the money is used, it is given back. So guys, somehow I had another big thing that I guess I can fit it in. I've still got like 7 to 10 minutes.
Go for it.
With everything that's going on out there, and we are also very concerned about the members that are still there. And I hate the mentality that those people out there are idiots. They're stupid. They're brain dead. No, they've been brainwashed. They're looking for something better. They're being told the world is evil, okay? Episode number 23, I literally gave how many ways that I'm not going to die coming up real soon because the cult likes to take care of its problems in a not nice way. Now, along with myself and Elder Peter, I need to say hi to Ariel and I need to say hi to Melody. And I'm not sure who else because like my brain's just spinning right now. Oh, Sandra. They are all going Facebook Live and talking about that place, about their experiences. And Sandra,
When is this?
this has been going on.
I thought you said they are going to be doing it.
They're
have
doing a
been.
series. They
Oh
are
my
doing a
gosh.
series. Okay. Now, back to pending posts. Melody started a public group. Okay. Leaving the lies, speaking your truth. This is for anybody who has been, I'm going to post this into I Got the Hell Out. I'm pretty sure that that is the platform that they are going live, to let people know what's going on out there. My friend Ariel was in tears. Sandra's oldest son and grandchildren are still out there. We can't just forget that our friends and family are still there and that they haven't woken up to the fact that this place is fucking nuts. And on a side note, what's kind of funny is the bitch I love to hate, no matter how many lives she has screwed up, deaths she probably caused, marriages to be broken, convinced women to give their children to old men. If she actually left that place and was sorry for ever being a part of it and became a real person, like my friend Norman, I couldn't stand Norman. He was the biggest asshole ever. Talk to Norman today, there's not a shred of him left that was in that place. And if I often wonder if the bitch I love to hate is a very different person than, but how do you spend 40 years in that place? I mean, it got to be going on 40.
Wow, yeah.
I spent 30. I spent 10. I've been gone for 17. She was there way before me. She's still there way after. But it's crazy that we all said that if she actually left and was sorry and became the person that she should be, we probably would all forgive her. I mean, even her son said, you know, if she left that place, she's my mom. I love her. She's done evil shit. But I'd put a roof over her head because the things that she did weren't her. Mm-hmm. Unless she really is evil, narcissistic, and sadistic, and just said, you know, hey, this is a great lifestyle. I get to live this.
But there's no way to find that out unless she would leave.
Right. Update. I texted Brandon, but he's busy. He's got kids and a wife and a life, just like most people. Apparently, the bitch I have love to hate is number 2 in the food chain. Now that Shaul's dead.
Right under Little Man?
Yes.
How is a woman that far up the totem pole?
I don't know. I have no idea. But like all the men out there are afraid of her. So
does she like have some scoop on them? Maybe.
I have no idea. Like I said, I texted him to try and find out like what her duties. She is the head woman judge. She judges every woman there. And her son actually asked her the one day, you know, what gives you the right to judge anybody in life?
Doesn't God say, do not judge?
Well, God gave her the authority.
Oh, maybe on one of her LSD trips?
I don't know. I really don't know. Any ex-members out there listening, if you know anything about hallucinogenics, they could have used mushrooms for all we know.
Yeah. Maybe they're growing them there.
They could have. You can order them right off the internet, for crying out loud. I mean, seriously, was this a test run for something big?
Dang.
Nothing for free, Laura. There's nothing out there for free. Now, after all of this, Elder Peter has really been trying to get people talking on the ex-members page, get somebody looking into this stuff. And when I was talking to him a couple months ago, I told him not only watch your back because, you know, they make accidents happen. Mm-hmm. But I also told him don't get your hopes up because nobody gives a flying fuck. Anybody that's in any kind of agencies, they don't care. Little Man started out as a cop, and guess what? He had to quit. You can read all about it on Wikipedia. His early days when he was a rockabilly. I mean, I showed you that picture. It's hysterical. Yeah. But Elder Peter has written emails to numerous agencies in the area, numerous agencies of the state. You listen to me read that, you know, he sent something off to somebody like these 2 deaths need to be looked into. Mm-hmm. So why is nobody care? My friend leaving with the clothes on her back and carrying a bag, and the police slowing down and asking if she was okay, and her, I'm not okay. I'm fleeing the cult. Can I have a ride to the bus station? And I'm being told we're not a taxi service. You know, me going to the outskirts of town and calling a 3-letter agency, and I'm not caring, and rerouting me to the field office to talk to an agent who didn't care. And actually, because I wouldn't give him my name, was like, you don't think I can't call little man right now and find out whose husband is out of the country? And my heart sunk. I hung up. Another woman I know called because her daughter was being poisoned with the pool chlorine, and they were about to marry her off to pedophile elder that's now in jail. And I think the girl was 14, about to turn 15. Oof. And again, she called that 3-letter agency. And guess what, Laura? Nobody cared. With all of the news coverage, with everything that goes on out there, everybody is turning a blind eye to everything. And I really thought with everything that was going on, I mean, Shane, what the hell's the deal? You got an email too, buddy. Come on. We were all counting on you at one point.
You know what? I would give anything for an autopsy on those 2 bodies.
I don't know.
I would give anything.
I'm sure. I told you the guy who got hit on the road by the bicycle. You know, the one guy stood there waiting with the cops till the coroner showed up, pronounced him dead from being mushed by a bicycle, and they threw the body bag into the back of the yellow station wagon. And ex-members know who drove the yellow station wagon. And of course, they have their own cemetery. Mm-hmm. How many bodies are buried in these cemeteries? I was really hoping that the police officer who found us by our promo that we traded with a true crime would reach out to me, but he hasn't either, or she hasn't. I'm not sure. We're all wondering why nothing's being done. I mean, do you have any ideas, Laura?
Cha-ching.
I can't say that, though. I mean...
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's a very good possibility.
Everybody who has left there and gotten a divorce and the other party stayed, man or woman, the party that was leaving got screwed heavily. A friend of mine, I can't say who, I'll tell you afterwards, she just refiled her child support through the Attorney General, right? Mm-hmm. They didn't even do any investigating. They just gave her the blank form back with the X that, your child support's fine. And now she can't reapply for another 3 years to get an increase for them to look at it.
Wow.
Okay? And by then, 2 of her children would have maxed out, and the other one will only have like several months left. So, you know, and my wonderful ex, I should have been getting like $800 and some in the beginning for 2 kids because of what he was making.
Right.
And the lousy bastard told me I was getting $400 a month, like it or lump it. And if I ever decided to challenge it, of course, you know, he has his own business. He'd just suddenly go out of business and I'd just go broke and starve. Isn't that a good daddy?
That's a wonderful dad. You know what? So caring about his own children.
This whole thing is driving all of us ex-members insane. We all have family and loved ones out there. We don't know what to think. All of Callahan County that's been contacting me, I'm still waiting on them 10 by 10 shacks pictures. Like I said, I don't know if the person chickened out, got stopped. Who knows? Guys, keep contacting me. Oh, and anybody who lives in Cali, send me a self-addressed stamped envelope to I Got the Hell Out, P.O. Box 284, Oakdale, Oakdale, PA, and I will send you 15071. Okay, my brain's not functioning now. I will send you bumper stickers. I will send you stickers. Yes. Let's flood the county with "I got the hell out" stickers.
Decorate the county.
Well, you can only decorate your car and other sorted things because I can't encourage vandalism. Thank you.
But you can still drive around with your own things decorated.
Yes, you can. If anybody wants a T-shirt, just send me, $25 that the size you wear, and I'll actually, refund your money if you go to where the cult is with your shirt on with your middle fingers raised. Okay. I will refund your money because all of the shirts I've posted a couple like
Yeah.
people standing there like, yeah, fuck you.
Yep.
So as always, I have so much more, but it's gonna have to
Time is
wait
up.
until next week. Oh, and I got a hold of my friend Mikey who does the YouTube channel for us. He has the first 8 episodes loaded, and it's going so slowly. So he's supposed to come over and show me how to do it so I can do it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And we had a request for closed captioning. And he did tell me that there is a way to put closed captioning on there. But the lady who wanted the closed captioning said that I would have to manually go through there and each line because it doesn't differentiate between your voice and mine. It is just the dialogue.
Ugh.
So it would like when you're reading a book,
Yeah,
Diane said,
Right.
Carol commented,
Right.
the whole 9 yards. So my one friend who I talk about, Sherry, who's deaf, she'd love to follow along with us. So anybody who wants to help on the project and has time on your hands, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah.
But guys, keep us updated on anything you hear on symptoms of ex-members. I was sorry to get emotional, but let's help give Melissa back her smile.
I was just gonna say, GoFundMe, $1 or $2.
See what
It adds up.
You know what? A single bee doesn't do much, but when you got the whole hive attacking, you got some power there. So, anything else, Laura?
Nope.
All right. Anything? Oh, we'll leave with a song dedication.
Okay.
Which I thought this was the coolest song, and I think we mentioned it and we were gonna play it when Little Man dies. But I decided every time some sleazy ass motherfucker that's high up and has caused misery, it's Baba Flex, Bobaflex, and it's called "I'm Glad You're Dead." Okay, and part of the lyrics go, "I'm glad you're dead. Something in my head won't let me forget what you did. I'm dancing on your grave." So.
And on that note,
guys, we'll be back next week, hopefully, without some tragic news, hopefully better news. But it's been Deb.
And Laura.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.